Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the AEW Death Triangle 3-pack from Jazwares. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this set looks fantastic, and obviously we just looked at the packaging, which is just gorgeous. Getting it out of the packaging, just a lot of stuff that we've seen before, just in a new gear, new colorways, but totally works. And some of the best aspects of all of these figures anyway. So for Ray, we definitely get that like white, silver, gold, and red gear. Super nice, bright metallics, as Jazwares has been really knocking out of the park lately. Nice touch of red here with the kind of phoenix here on his gear. Get the gold animo triangle here on the right shin pad, and then the nice gold touches to the shoe part of the boots. Just really nice stuff. They actually matched his skin tone this time, unlike the Supreme, which is very nice. So really glad they went back to that. Face sculpt, again, we've seen it before. It looks very nice. Just really crisp details. Like that they kind of put that extra attention in here for this set. So really good stuff there. We move on to Pac, and Pac actually gets a new head sculpt. He's probably had some of the best and most varied head sculpts, I think, in any of the AEW figures. And yeah, this one's awesome with his hair swept to the side. They actually did a very nice job of getting the kind of strands going there, which I think will look very bad, but they nailed it here. It totally works. Not only that, but I mean, the rest of the figure we've seen before, this time with the gray and black as opposed to the black with red accents. And yeah, just really good. Solid sculpt. Again, I absolutely loved the original, or not the original Pac figure. I don't have that one, but the second one, the more recent one they did, which is what this is. It is the exact same body, and yeah, just again kills it, and love that new head sculpt. Then finally, my favorite, of course, is Penta. And again, nice bright silvers going on all around, white accents. Just looks awesome. We've seen this body before, and again, I've mentioned the issues I have with this sculpt, which have obviously softened over time, so I've just been used to it. But yeah, not only that, but we do get a good head sculpt. I think this might actually be a new one, possibly. Again, because the tongue isn't sticking out, the mouth is open. But really good stuff here, especially with the accents here and the mask. It's got touches of red here at the dragons. We got the silver touches there on the top. So again, really good stuff. We get the Penta Zero here on the back. So with his hand, actually that's sculpted in. So yeah, it's a new torso actually. Awesome stuff. Actually, that's fantastic. I'm actually glad I saw that. Not only that, but we do get this like kind of cool honeycomb sort of pattern for the gear itself, which is how this gear actually looked. So yeah, overall, just like beautiful looking set. When it comes to accessories, we don't get quite as much as you'd probably think we would, it being 3 different figures, but what we do have here absolutely works. So starting with Ray Phoenix, we do get a pair of requisite C grips, and then we get a pair of his hands doing the animo gesture. Really like that they actually kept up with the tampos for the tattoos and the finger tape and wrist tape. So very good there. In fact, we'll get that at the end. And then for Pac, we get the requisite C grips and a pair of fists. Fists we've seen with way too many figures because they're too small for a lot of them. Then we get Penta, and we get 2 C grips, one without a glove, one with. Then we get a right hand doing the Cero Miedo gesture, and then a left fist. So beyond that, I'm gonna knock everything over here. All 3 of them, of course, come with one of the AEW World Trios titles, and these look beautiful. As you can see, really nice crisp sculpt and paint going on there. Just everything nice and clear. Just could not ask for more, honestly. And then for Pac, we actually get the international title, I believe this was called. I think it was the All Atlantic at one point. Yeah, I think it was the All Atlantic, and then it got changed to the World, or yeah, can't remember the full name of the title, honestly. But yeah, he was the first holder of it, and here we have it. I think for the first time in the line, which is actually pretty cool. So kind of nice to see that. Again, some really nice sculpt. It's a much busier design, so a little bit more gets lost, but yeah, still very, very nice going on there. And that will do it for accessories. Articulation balance here, utterly fantastic. Once again, I've covered all three of these figures, or these molds rather, at various points in time. So I'm not gonna really kind of go over every single one individually. I'm gonna use Pac here as the example. So it's probably the best range of the three, but also, I mean, they're all very similar and fantastic. They can all hold freestanding kicks, absolutely no issue. For the heads, we are on ball hinges, so we can look up. I can look down, not quite as much for Pac. We are running into his hair sculpt here. Rare that it's actually the front that is affected as opposed to the back. Get a little bit of tilt there, rotation, hinge, all the way up into a Y. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows coming to there, hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal. Get ball joint and ball joint with both the diaphragm and the waist. So get fantastic crunch forward, awesome arch back, side to side. We get rotation from both of those joints, hips, full splits. You can see even kicking full splits, front kick. For Pac, we are running into the kind of base of the trunks there, so not really full 90. We do get thigh swivel, double jointed knees coming to here because of the pads. Get boot cut. We get point. Not really any forward for Pac because he's running into that. I think we get a little more forward with both of them. And then rocker on all three. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here they are with some other AEW figures. With some other wrestling lines. With some domestics. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with our articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valorous Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the AEW Death Triangle 3-pack from Jazwares is that this set absolutely kicks ass. I'm definitely biased because I love Death Triangle just as a group. Penta's my favorite wrestler ever, so I'm just gonna buy whatever figure comes out of Penta. And yeah, just really good stuff. I really liked all of these figures, all of these molds as they've kind of come through with different head sculpts, etc. So really just more to love here. The addition of the International Championship is really cool. Just great looking gear overall. I really like that they went with the silver look, that the fact that they all kind of match. Just really good stuff here. So if you're a fan of Death Triangle, of the Lucha Brothers, of Pac, absolutely worth picking up. And if you're an inbox collector, pardon me, this is just a gorgeous set. It totally displays very, very well in box. And I'm not an inbox, but I am one of those collectors who, if I really love something, I will definitely get two. This was one of those cases, especially because I suspected I might not be able to get these back in the box the same way. So I got one to keep in box, got one to keep normal, or to open rather, and yeah, could not be happier. And these are still available. This is a Jazwares Vault exclusive. I was kind of wondering if this one was going to sell out, especially where the Malachi Black did very quickly. But these are still available on the Jazwares Vault site, so I'll have that link in the description below if you are interested in picking this up. That being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining, and if you did, I hope to see you back, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, come on back. Let's just escape the world for a while, talk about some really nice plastic, and at the end of the day, I really just hope you're well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true, and most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.